Welcome everybody to the Play After Podcast. We're back for week number. Which one is this? Episode episode 8, and we're back with y'all right now. I got my man TJ.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Good to be back tonight.
I got my man J Dot.
What's up, y'all? Good to be back, man. Another week, man. Another week. Let's get it.
And I got to come off a camera for this one. I got to make sure everybody see my face on this one. I got to introduce him.
The boy said, come off the camera. He came off the screen.
You get a special introduction, AD.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Well, sorry, we can keep rolling in. So with the games this past weekend and the games coming up this week, what's some teams in the NBA playoffs that's standing out to you guys? We'll start with you, AD.
So I like the way that Spurs are playing.
Mhm.
I think that's one of the teams I'm looking forward to watching the most in the West. And then I think in the East, I want to see how Detroit is going to hold up throughout the rest of the playoffs. I feel like Detroit is probably a good, solid team. I also think that Philly, if they can keep Embiid on the court, I think Philly is probably going to be one of the tougher teams to get out. But if he gets hurt again, it's going to be hard for Philly to stay active. But I definitely would put a marker right beside Philly.
Okay. So you are you picking Philly over the Knicks through the series, or?
Yeah, I don't want to see anything good happen with the Knicks. But no, it's just I feel like with Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, and Joel Embiid, that's a tough team right there. So I think that the Knicks, they have Brunson and Cat, but they got a couple role players, but they don't have the players that Philly has, in my opinion, because Maxey is pretty much unguardable. VJ Edgecombe is slowly coming into his own, and Cat and Embiid could kind of cancel each other out, but they don't really have a person that can match points with Paul George. I think he could be the difference. Paul George is, in my opinion, is the difference maker on the Philadelphia 76ers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead, J-Dot.
I'm interested in Philly. I didn't expect them to come back down 3-1 with Embiid and all his issues, but I always thought if Embiid was healthy, they always had a chance. Of course, I do like I like the Timberwolves. Not a Timberwolves fan, but I'm an Anthony Edwards fan.
Mm-hmm.
And before today, like I thought that they was going to get ready for like a gentleman's sweep because they said Ant wasn't going to be back until like mid-series. So I don't know how much his impact to be, but it's going to be interesting to see, how them two teams play each other. Minnesota has gotten a number this year, I believe, when I was looking at a couple of the games. Because I record all the Spurs and all the Timberwolves games. I kind of keep track of those two teams, even though they're not my team. But that series, I like. And like you said, the Pistons, I don't know, like, what's going on with them. They came back, they ended up winning the series, but I wasn't, like, super duper impressed. Like, I thought it was points in, like, the beginning of the series. I was like, this the number one team in the East. Like, y'all performing like this. But, yeah, I mean, it's the playoffs. Anything is possible. But, yeah, those are teams I'm pretty much looking at right now.
Yeah,
So
same as me.
Anthony.
No, go ahead, Eddie.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
No, I just want to know: is Anthony Edwards playing tonight or no?
Yeah, he playing
Yeah,
tonight. They
Okay.
said he's playing. I don't know, but that's the thing. I don't know what type of minute restriction he's on. I don't know what how they're gonna bring him back because he's actually earlier than what they said. They were talking like at least another week or two.
Okay.
So I don't know.
mhm. Me personally, I got Cleveland coming out. Like you guys said about Detroit. Detroit's looking pretty questionable, especially after the Orlando series. But I got Cleveland probably beating them only because of firepower alone. If everybody can stay healthy, even though Harden didn't do much in yesterday's game, or Mitchell, I don't think. But Cleveland got enough firepower to knock anybody out, I think. And then out in the West, like you said, AD, I think it's going to be hard for anybody to beat the Spurs, especially if they can stay healthy. So yeah.
But what about Harden? And he's been doing this for like the last couple of years where he doesn't
I
show up
know.
like he's supposed to. That's the only reason I'm a little leery with Cleveland, because I know Mitchell can do his thing, but it's just that Harden.
I
I
know.
feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you, bro. It's
I know.
it's etched in your brain. Game sixes
Yeah,
and game sevens for Harden are not good.
At
Like,
no,
all.
and sometimes he gets into that thing where he don't shoot the ball. He don't want to shoot the ball in game 6, game 7, or he is just not shooting it well. Like I just don't know. I agree with you. I don't know about him. And that's why I don't put him in certain tiers on my list when it comes to shooting guard. He's very talented though.
hmm
But that playoff thing is real.
yeah,
But I think Cleveland got enough to combat that because they got Mobley over there. You have what's his name, Struss, that kind of shows up every now and again. You got Jared Allen. You got Dennis Schroeder. I mean, you got some people, even off the bench who I think can kind of there is enough to beat Detroit, I think.
Well, this the thing with Detroit. If Detroit plays like the defense that I expect Detroit to play, bro, they can beat a lot of teams. Like, you know what I mean? But it's just that I don't know what they do offensively that really like scares me versus like the Cavs. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand what you're saying. Like the Cavs, they got two guys that can get off any night. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like with the Pistons, it's like Cade Cunningham and friends. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get what you mean, but it's just like AD was saying, bro. James Harden, when it matters the most, can you rely on him?
Mhm.
That's just the point blank period.
yeah. That's my only beef with the Cavs, because like now the deeper you get in the playoffs, the more you're gonna need those superstars, because those role players not gonna get those calls that those superstars can get. And if James Harden play the way he's supposed to play, they can get a lot of those calls, and then they can also use his points, because the role players only supposed to give you a certain amount of points, but your stars are supposed to give you all, if not everything, on the court. So that's what I said with Donovan Mitchell. I'm not too worried about him, but with Harden, I don't know. It just because he's shown it over the years that he'll just fade away, and you just
Yeah.
like, and the thing is, nobody really talk about it. Whenever they lose, it's like, oh, they lost, but nobody ever talks about
Him.
them losing, and I just like, okay, because my thing is, if they don't win this year, and he got traded to Cleveland, then what? Now what do you do with him? You bring him back for another year?
I think they bring him back because I guess they like the what do you call that the connection with him and Mitchell. I have my things with Mitchell too. Like I feel like there's moments Mitchell gets a little trigger happy at points. You know what I mean? But
Right.
if they could figure it out, because I felt like him and Garland wasn't going to work. Him and Garland didn't work because I didn't think Garland got up enough volume. Like, I didn't think that he didn't score enough points, you know what I'm saying, for what they wanted or what they needed for that team. But James, man, if he could be consistent, they got something. But like you said, as you get deep in the playoffs, they need his points. Like, we know that you can pass the ball, James Harden. Like, we know that you led the league in assists a couple years. You could rebound a little bit. You know what I mean? We know you can score points, but it's moments. Like, do you have them moments in you? And I think they're going to stay relevant. They're going to bring them back because I think the NBA now is like more so about like who can stay relevant too. Like Cleveland, they want to stay relevant. So I mean, I don't know. I don't believe in them as much as a lot of other people, but yeah, we'll see. It's
But see,
playoffs, man.
but then it's almost like that Celtic syndrome when you're trying to stay relevant because you got, for instance, with the Celtics, you got Tatum and Brown. They can't get it done either.
Well, they want a ring though. You know what I mean? So it's like they went to 2 finals. Like they knocked on the door. The Celtics knocked on the door for years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like knocking on the door and getting there and losing one and winning one. Like that kind of, gives the fans something to hold on. Like, bro, you won it. You went to the mountaintop. But Cleveland, they really second round guys. Like they like first round, they gonna get through the first round. Second round, they gone. Like the last few times that they played without LeBron. You know what I mean? So it's a little different because James Harden been to what, 1 finals?
Yeah.
After 6 man?
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, and that was early. Like, you know what I mean? And that's with 2 other MVPs. So it's like I think his expectations should be higher. I feel. You know what I mean? But and then Tatum and Jalen, they done it. You know what I mean? They won it all. So like Cleveland and him chasing that relevancy, like I think that they gotta like do something. Like they gotta win. Like they have to go to the finals, in my opinion. But I don't see it, bro. I'm sorry. I don't see it, man. And then for AD's reasons, man. Like I just don't see it, man.
Yeah. I mean, let's switch gears then. And how about the Lakers? You think the Lakers gonna shock the system and beat OKC?
Ain't no way in the world.
I mean, even if they get Luka back, even though I don't think he's coming back. He hadn't played in a month.
Look, man, as long as they got old boy over there getting 40 fouls a game, man.
Yeah.
It ain't happening, brother.
Like he has to go, like he has to get injured. Like that's the only thing that's gonna derail that. And if he don't get injured, then they just don't have enough firepower to deal with OKC. It's not a lot of teams that do have enough firepower to deal with OKC outside of like the Spurs and maybe the Pistons or the Cavs, maybe something like that. But not a lot of teams got a lot of firepower like that. Like for OKC.
Yeah.
I
mean, if the Knicks act right, man, it could be something, but
it could be something. Yeah.
It's just they not consistent. The Knicks just not consistent enough for me doing anything. So I don't know. Like I don't see the Lakers beating him because LeBron had to do a lot, and the Rockets weren't really that as good as I thought they were.
No.
Again, I thought that they lacked a point guard coming into the season when Van Vliet went down, but yeah, I don't know.
That was an issue that I had with the Rockets, though, was that like once your point guard went down, like you knew he was gonna be done for the year. Like, why didn't y'all address a point guard? Like, go get a point guard, go trade for a point guard, because it was a glaring need. And then if you wasn't gonna put Reed as your point guard, then like I don't know, it just didn't make a lot of sense to me because that was the one thing. I think if they had a point guard, I think they would have been in a better shape throughout the year if they had a traditional point guard.
Yeah, they just couldn't weather this. I don't understand it too, but that come down to franchises understanding your personnel and what you got. Like you said, before the season when Van Vliet got hurt, I was like, they have no point guard. like I don't like who you want to play point? Who you expect to play point guard? Not the Thompson brother twin. Not Reed. I don't think that they really believed in Reed. I feel like they feel like he's more of a role player. You know what I mean? But if you felt, but obviously I guess they didn't because they didn't go get nobody that could run the show. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see though because I felt like LeBron and them had a little easy little layup in the first round.
To me, they would have beat Houston even with KD on the floor.
You think
Well,
so?
if KD was healthy, I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
No, I think so because he would have took them 20 points or 25 points from somebody else. So I think they still would have won. Honestly,
Okay.
Yeah, because it's twofold. Because you could say like, if Luka played, then it's a different story too. Like
Right.
that's
he
true.
probably taking that series over. Honestly,
Yeah. Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't Orlando fire their coach or something? Didn't they fire Mosley? I think that's what I
Yeah,
read.
that was a long time coming though, man. That was
It was. They was asking for it.
should have been done.
Yeah.
man. Should have been done. You can't get talent. You can't stock up on talent. Like that's my thing with the NBA sometimes, and that's where it kind of started like fading off of it. Sometimes you can't stock up on all this talent and like be like continuously mediocre. In my opinion,
Mhm.
like that's what I be feeling like be happening in the NBA. Like it's only certain teams that actually capitalize on like getting them nice draft picks and up there in the lottery in the top half and not being able to put it together. I mean, the Magic got a good team, man.
They
Like,
do.
and that's what, and for you to collapse like that when you had pole position, like that's fireable, bro. Like, I can't lie. If we did something like that at our job, they'd be ready to fire us. So, but
Shoot,
yeah,
they wouldn't wait. You
exactly.
out the door.
Exactly. And the crazy part is that brother making millions to do that, man. So, I mean, hope he get up on his feet and get another position because, it ain't easy for us brothers in the league, you know what I mean? But, hey.
They saying Tom Thibodeau's in the running. So,
For the Magic job?
yeah.
They did?
I think so. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
if that's gonna work.
That's going to be rough, man. 6 players only
Yeah.
going to play.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough for Apollo and Franz. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know if they want that type of a coach, like a hard nosed coach like that. That'd be interesting. If they pick him up, that's definitely gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Because I don't think Thibodeau ever been to the finals?
I don't think so.
That's the same thing as chasing chasing being relevant, in my opinion. When you go and get Thibodeau,
Let me look at this.
I don't think he ever been to the finals, and he has some good teams, bro.
Yeah, some great teams. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he made it 1 year with the Knicks. He didn't make it with the Knicks.
Not the finals. They might have made the ECF.
Yeah,
But I don't think they.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they ever made the finals. And then his coaching, he got coaching blunders too. Because was it last year? Was that last year when they played the Pacers?
Mhm.
They should have never lost that series.
Right. But
Yeah,
Like-
oh boy went off though. Halliburton just was going off. Like
he was.
it was like
He was.
that's one of the things you just can't stop. Like he was just killing it. And
But
And honestly, yeah, if he didn't get hurt, he probably would have changed. That would have looked,
change the East.
Yeah, it would have changed it
Yeah.
up too. Yeah.
Yeah. But my thing was like the Knicks in that series, right? They was up in most of the fourth quarters in that whole series. It was like he wasn't really doing anything to help them. Like Tom Thibodeau got good defensive schemes, but when it comes to offense, it's just like, all right, we're gonna run everything through Brunson, baby. Let's get it. And it's just like, y'all get in where y'all feeling. We're gonna run 4 guards in a center and like let's just do it this way. Like Cat shoot all the threes you won and not hold them accountable. Like I I just don't think Tom Thibodeau was good for that job. But hey, that's just like getting like a Jeff Van Gundy all over again, or Stan Van Gundy, in my opinion. But like
It's just recycling coaches, just the
it just
same thing. And
same thing.
that's why, like, I have I don't mean to jump off topic, but that's why I have a big issue with Doc Rivers though. It's like he living off something that happened in 2008.
Yup.
And
Yep. But a dream team at that.
yeah, I mean, I'm a Celtics
Mhm.
star, and I was like, yo, that was almost 20 years ago. I was like, was he really a good coach, or was he just able to take advantage of the talent that he had? Because if that was the case, how come he is yet to go back to the finals? I don't think.
Nope. He ain't been in the
But the
finals with
dude,
nobody.
exactly. But he keeps, for some reason, he keeps getting jobs, and I'm like, yo, what am I? I'm missing something in life where you could be this bad or this mediocre to a certain extent, and you can continuously get jobs. It doesn't make sense to me.
But
So
it's the like I was saying, but like we were saying before, it's not about him winning. It's about, can you keep my franchise relevant? Like
Right.
like every franchise he went to, he made relevant. If you want to be honest, except Boston, Boston is Boston. Like
right,
you're not changing
Mhm.
the history of Boston. But the Clippers were nobodies. Like the Clippers had maybe a couple good runs in the playoffs when they had like Kaman and them guys, and
Mhm.
Was BD on? Yeah, BD was on the Clippers too, right? Like them years he was on there too. Like they had minimal success, but when he got there, like Lob City, that whole little stretch where they was actually like a threat to the Lakers and all that
Mhm.
other stuff, he keep you relevant. I think that's the only reason he get jobs, honestly. Like, we gonna win 50 games, we gonna go to the playoffs, we gonna choke in the playoffs, but we gonna win 50 games. The stadium gonna be filled, because that's their
right.
biggest thing. Like, let's fill the stadium, because the Clippers are not serious about championships. Like, they let SGA go to the Thunder
Yeah.
for peanuts. You know what I'm saying? And if you look back at it, and he was playing well. I never understood that one, but yeah. But that's about it for Doc Rivers, man. I think the big three carried him.
Yeah. Easy.
It did.
Easy.
Now you got a point about the relevancy too, because you can even go back to his Magic coaching career when he had Tracy McGrady and who was it, Grant Hill over there, and people was talking about the Magic, in the early 2000s. So and
Good
I think they
players.
almost signed. I think they almost signed Tim Duncan too back then. I
Good
think they
players.
did. Just they fell apart, but yeah.
Good
Because
players.
Doc Rivers
Doc,
did
yeah,
not
probably
want.
because Doc Rivers. Yeah,
Yeah, it was because
Yeah.
Doc Rivers did not want Tim Duncan's wife/girlfriend at the time to be on the plane, to fly on the plane with them.
that's
So
crazy.
Tim Duncan said, "Okay, thank you," and he went
Lost
right on.
out on a Hall of Famer because something so small.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You the Magic. You gotta understand, but you gotta understand the assignment. You the Magic, bro. Y'all is not no story franchise, man. Like them teams, some of them teams gotta walk back the red. Like y'all gotta roll out the red carpet. You know, lost Shaq, lost Penny. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like you gotta roll out the red carpet.
Yeah. Mm.
Because the likelihood of you getting those players again are like slim to none. So
Right.
you have to take advantage of it while you have the opportunity, and you give them any and everything that they want. Because you had the opportunity to have Tim Duncan, Grant Hill. Granted, he got hurt, but still he would have been there, and Tracy McGrady all at the same time, kind of all in their primes. Like you
Right.
would have been a force, but
Yeah.
shout
That's
out to Doc
crazy.
Rivers.
Speaking of sports, let me see. I think we're out to get some. Have some more. All right. Well, speaking of money and signing people and people keeping relevant, is the NIL money good or bad for college sports?
I think it's twofold, meaning that I think it's good for some players who actually need the money and they're taking advantage of it because they're getting paid in college. And then I think it's bad on some side because you have guys that are going to remain in college longer just because they're able to, make money and continues to make money off of it. And I think the ability for them to transfer to keep going to different schools like that. That was my only, I guess, issue with it is the fact that they can, after 1 year, if they don't like it, after they got paid, they could just leave and go to another school, get paid again. If they don't like it, go to another school. I just that's the only part I don't like about it is the fact that they don't necessarily have to have accountability in relation to everything that they're doing. But I do like the fact that the players are getting paid, and so you could kind of help your family out. You don't have to go to the NBA or make it to the NBA anymore to help out your family like you once did. And because sometimes that's not even a given. If you make it to the NBA, you can stay in the NBA, but at least you're getting paid for your performance while you're in college. So that way you are able to make a good portion of money. So in that aspect, I do like it.
Yeah. And I could agree because I mean, I like the business aspect of it too. Because, these kids, you got a lot of people out here that make money off these kids, gambling, whatever else. And to me, they should be able to go out here and make their money too. And like you said, AD, sometimes a lot of these players don't make it to the league. So if they can get, build their brand and all that and make it in college, then yeah, why not? Because I mean, look at Angel Reese, like, the WNBA, those players, those women don't make any money for real. Like she even said, she made more money in college than she does now. So, my thing is, why not? And I like you said, and the only thing is, players do stay in the league. I mean, stay in college a lot longer. So I can see that, in that too. But yeah,
man. NIL ain't nothing but what it used to be already, just legal now. Like these teams been doing this. Like
been doing
I
it.
I got a homeboy before NIL was legal, right? I'm gonna put his name out there. But he was getting cars and he was getting clothes and shoes and from many a teams. Like it's just legal now. You know what I mean? Like the problem I think is it's not capped the way I feel like it should be, right? I feel like it should be an allotted, it should be allotted, like I guess by each school, like a salary cap. You get what I'm saying? Because it's tipping like it's spreading the field out, but like you got teams like Ohio State, they pay like $25 million for high school players. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of money, man. It's like many of the small schools, they can't really compete with that. You know what I mean? So it kind of tips the scales. Like, and my thing is also, my only thing with the NIL is it's like everybody's a free agent every year. And I feel like that's why that transfer portal is so hot because of because of the NIL. Like it's a good concept, bro. Like these players deserve to get paid. They're the ones putting the money in the school's pocket. Like they can get a percentage. Like that's not my issue. It's sometimes it's the kickback of the NIL because you got guys that's like really not going to school for like something that'll benefit them right to get to the league. They going for the little light bag, not thinking about 2-3 years down the line where it's like, all right, man, you got, and like I see a couple of stories all the time. It's guys that got NIL, right? Like, but they want to go to the league and they end up not even getting to the league. And all they got is the little NIL money that they got, but they blew that. You know what I mean? So it's like, how much did it actually help you not going to a program where it could like develop you as a man, develop you as a person, and then getting you to the next level, getting that real bread, and this NIL just holding you over until you get to that level. But it's always good, man, because we was hearing stories about UConn, them boys not even be able to get lunch, man, when they won a national championship. You know what I mean? And it's just like this back like with Kimba and Shabazz and them, and I was like, that's crazy, like. Y'all can't get lunch.
Crazy. And then somebody probably gambled on them and won like $10,000 off
And
of
won
them.
$10 million. This somebody that probably won $10 million gambling off them, man. So they gotta.
I find it crazy though because like you would assume that because they're generating so much of that money for those universities, that those boosters and stuff will be paying them, you know what I'm saying, something because you're generating this type of money, especially after you win a championship. That like I don't know how much higher you can go in college than the championship. So you would assume that they were like, hey, look, I know y'all brought us this title. We're gonna give y'all a cool 20, maybe a mil, something, because you generated when you win a championship, you generate so much more money for that university.
Yep.
And you trying to tell me they couldn't get these kids nothing? That's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame. They shouldn't be getting $0 because if you want to be honest, it's a business.
Yeah.
The NCAA, it's a business, but they tried to frame it as though we're giving you top-notch education for to play basketball here, and it's a privilege. And I'm like, bro, if the NBA allow some of these guys that we know that's going one and done, just go to the league, then that's what it would be. Like they wouldn't go to college. Like they helping y'all out a lot, especially with all this social media and all these different outlets that some of these guys are going to get into the league now. They going to G League and doing all that stuff now. All these different program things that they going through to try to get into the league. Like they best to put, open their wallets. Like they should be opening their wallets because
Or what
players
could
getting.
happen too is they could go the Brandon Jennings route. And I'm surprised a lot more guys haven't done
Mm-hmm.
that. Which is like, forget it. I'm not gonna go to college. I'm just gonna go overseas and play and get paid.
Yeah.
And then come back over here. Because I think Brandon Jennings went top 5, I want to say, or top 10. And I'm just surprised a lot more cats haven't done that. Because like you said, they don't really want to, they only going to school to make it to the league, honestly, or to get paid. So that's why I'm shocked that more cats haven't done that yet.
Yeah. That was the Lonzo Ball route too. Remember they said that boy went to Lithuania. He was like, look, man, I'm not going to class. And I was like, all right, brother, there's nothing wrong with that. You know where you want to know where you want to go. But I feel like basketball nowadays is like a sport where like they'll find you if you go overseas. Like if you good overseas, they're gonna go and find you, and you going because you gonna come and play for their league, for the NBA. So I don't, like, you're right. I don't know why them guys wouldn't go across overseas to just do that, just to not get away from just to be close to their families or whatever it is. I don't know.
Because now what they're doing is they're going overseas to bring those kids here under the NIL money.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, if you're doing it there, then okay, I got it now. And so I don't know. I just think that there's different avenues you can go down where you can get to the league nowadays. Like you said, it's not that traditional. You don't have to take the traditional path to get to the league anymore. If you're good enough, somebody's gonna find you, and somebody's gonna be like, "Yo, we need to lock in on this guy."
Yeah. NIL, man. I just don't feel like high school kids should be getting NIL though. Like, cause you can get it as young as high school, apparently. Like that is where I kind of like am like, all right, like you're not really making no money for your high school. Like, is you?
Well, it's the publicity, I guess, that because think of how reporters and stuff were on LeBron and Zion when they were in high school. Because
but it's like a lot of these kids go to high school. They can only go to the school that they zoned at. Like it's just like it's like like you know what I'm saying? Like I understand like the LeBron, but I knew LeBron wasn't going. Like people knew LeBron wasn't going to no college. Like you know what I mean? Zion, if he ain't had the option to go to the league, he probably would have been in the league immediately. Yeah. But it's just like I feel like that's a big responsibility to put on high school kids. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? And it's just like, where's the, like my thing was with NIL, where's the line between loving the game and now it's your job at that age? You get what I'm saying? Like now that you're getting paid, your expectation is a little bit different. You know what I mean? And in high school, is that pressure for you? You know what I mean? Is that too much? Is that going to be too much for you? That boy still, he worried about prom. He need to worry about his prom suit. And where you going to wear it
I think what they do is they use the sneaker game in a sense as
Yeah.
the NIL moves, because what they'll do is they'll fund a kid all the way up through high school, funnel him to the college of that sneaker school, and then once he gets to the league, if he makes it to the league, he'll be wearing that brand, and so then that's when the huge payoff will take place. Is that
Mhm.
he's wearing the sneakers, he's advertising, and so then that's when it really comes into play.
Mhm.
But I still think that I don't know for a fact, but I still think them cats get money in high school. I definitely do. Because there's
They
no
definitely
way.
do.
They
Yeah.
definitely getting money in high
Yeah.
school. Like they was getting people was getting shoes in high school, like you said. Because AAU teams are low key like what you talking
Mhm.
about too. Is that like AAU is big into that. Like if your school is sponsored by such and such, like we fronting you some gear. You got an account, but like you got an account. I remember like my high school football. Like they had a Nike account. Like people was buying stuff on there. Like like yeah, but I just think it's just a lot of responsibility. Like my thing is like, where's that line between like, all right, bro, like, cause you know NIL got to be reported. So if it's NIL, like, I know what you making. You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, you making $100,000. You making more than your teachers in this joint. Like, who you talking? Like, how you gonna talk to me? You know how kids are, man. Like, how you gonna talk to me? Like, I make more than you. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's like twofold in my opinion, man. Get your money, but it's just like when we getting our money.
Because they already on this kid Tyron Stokes or whatever his name is out in Kansas, and I'm like,
Mhm,
he already has a Wikipedia page and everything. So
mhm.
you can't tell me he ain't already have some shoe deals and contracts and stuff like that lined up.
But you know what? Also, it's like too, because it's like I remember when I was in high school, like hoop mixtapes was a big thing. Like if that verse came out, hoop mixtape. So guys were like big, huge on hoop mixtape, right? I'm sure that they was getting some kickback, right? But it's just like they went to college and they were terrible players. Like you get what I'm saying? Like they went to college and they were very bad. So it's just like when is the line? Like they got all that spotlight, all that money. Like you get NIL now and you don't live up to the NIL. I could guarantee some of these teams would probably like, look, y'all gotta get some of that money back. Like I didn't purchase this. Like
That was
like
one
I
of
don't.
actually that was one of the things that they were saying was that, hey, if we're giving you this money, let's say we're giving you 2 million for 2 years, and you decide after the first year it's not working out the way that you wanted it to, or whatever the reason is, you want to decide to transfer. They were saying that you should be able to get back whatever that other million that you were supposed to get, because we're paying you for the two. It's almost like you're signing a contract.
Sign a
So we're paying
contract.
you for
Yeah.
those. Yeah, we're signing you for those 2 years and that 2 million. So now
Mhm.
you want to disassociate yourself with your university. So we want our money back. And I
Right.
do think that that's fair. Like what you were saying,
Mhm.
J.I. If you're going to take this money up front, cool. But if you decide to leave this school, we want our money back because we're paying you to be at this school. I'm
Mhm.
not paying you to go to another school, because if that's the case, what do you think people will do? All right, I got 2 million from this school. I'm gonna transfer, go to the next school, get another million. Then
Mhm.
after I finish with that one, I'm gonna go to another school. Like it'll be a never ending circle, because they're gonna keep transferring, because there's nothing in place for them to pay that money back once they get it.
Yep. Like the UCLA quarterback. He did that. He did what you that very thing you said he did that to Tennessee. He tried to my problem is like, bro, don't try to leverage, don't try to like put a school like make a school like your like play schools against each other like, oh yeah, we not coming back to Tennessee. Like this dude didn't play on the bowl game. He left his team high and dry to hit the transfer portal because he wanted a couple more $1 million. And I'm like, bro, they already gave you like 4 million up front. Like, you gonna leave, go to another school, and they're gonna give you what 3 million or something like that, 3-4 million. And it's just like, all right, once the well run dry, they're like, look, what's our next victim? You know, it's free agency. In my opinion, it's free agency every year. So that's where my problem is. It's like, where is the cap? Where is the cutoff? Because it makes to me, it's like, if you a high school kid, I don't know how you make it in college sport. You have to be very good because these guys is playing 6 years and because they getting so much NIL money and they transferring every year. So you don't have a spot. So I don't know, man. It's a twofold thing for me. Like I always say, it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing.
Like you know how dominant you gotta be in high school. Like for example, like Caleb Wilson for UNC.
Mhm.
Like he was he was dominant in high school, but he was dominant also in college. But like that's how you have to be in a sense in order for you to, to stand out from, like you said, because you're playing against a lot of older competition night in and night out,
Mhm.
because those guys are literally like grown men that you're playing up against. And for you
Yep.
to be able to hold your own as a freshman, like that means, in my opinion, that means you have something that you're destined to be a great a great NBA player, because you're essentially playing against grown men. But not,
Hmm.
like you said, not everybody's going to be able to hold their own like that,
Right. Right.
and that's rare. That you have certain college players that can do that, coming straight out of high school, rather.
Yeah, man. And it's just like it's just you have to be extremely good in this NIL era, man, because these colleges paying to have these like you saying before, they going overseas and getting guys that's 25,
Yeah.
24. They coming to take the spot of the freshmen that you know what I mean, that's trying to develop, man. Because in college they don't got time to develop no more.
Nope.
Nope.
Like
Mm-mm.
let's throw money at it and let's get and we're gonna develop. We're gonna try to put out the best team every year, like the NBA. Like, but except there's no tanking. Like we just going. Our pitch is let's let's take this pool of money from the boosters and let's go play. We going shopping. That's what they do. We going
Mhm.
shopping.
It sounds crazy though, but just it's true. Like that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to go get the best player, and if they can't get the best, they're gonna get the second best. And
Hmm.
if it's the third best, they're gonna get that too. It's whoever they can bring in that can bring notoriety to the school, and that can
Hmm.
also help the schools win. Whoever
Yep.
that player is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Tar Heels fan and
No, you're not. No, you're not, bro.
yeah, I'm a Tar Heels
No,
fan,
you're not.
man.
Ed Cota. Let's go, Derek Phelps. Let's
Uh,
go, Jeff Lebo. Let's go,
I'm a,
J.R. Reed. Let's go with them. Old school
look,
Tar
man.
Heels right there.
Look, man, I'm a Tar Heels fan, man, and they not coming up. They wasn't coming up off no NIL, bro. Like they was not. And Caleb Wilson, they gave him NIL, like
Yeah.
for surely.
Yeah.
But over the last few years, they wasn't giving out no real bags in NIL. They tried to go off the name, and that's what Duke. They understood early that. Because remember, they were late to the freshman thing. We were like, North Carolina, the Blue Bloods. They was late to the one and
The
dones.
one and done. Yep.
He got Kyrie, and it started, going. It started to go from there. But then NIL came. They start paying, like Duke start paying, and it's just like Carolina's like, look, we're gonna try to win off our name. But I'm like, that's the game is different, man. They don't care about the name on that jersey no more. They care
Mhm.
about the dollars, man. You gotta get with it. That's why I'm looking at Mike Malone. I'm like, look, you better call MJ. They don't care about the shoes no more, man. They want
No.
the dollars.
At one point in time, you're right. It was about the shoes because it was MJ. But now, how much you gonna pay me to come here?
Yep, I
Yeah.
can buy them shoes. Yeah, I
Right.
can buy them shoes if you give me that money. So it's like NIL, man, it's a crazy thing, man. It ain't gonna do nothing but get worse though. Like when it comes to like the power struggle, we're gonna start seeing things like one thing lean towards this side, and then there's gonna be another thing lean toward this side. It's gonna be a fight for some years till they wanted to get it completely stable. In my opinion, there's always gonna be a side that's unhappy,
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
and
That's what
that's
got
how I
Nick,
see it.
yeah, that's what got Nick Saban up out of there, out of Alabama. He was like, hey, if I
Nah, what got Nick Saban about it is because he was the only one doing it illegally, and he understood that the playing field is even now. That's what happened with Nick
Yep.
Saban.
Yep.
Nick Saban understood that he can't get them players with them Trackhawks and them SRTs no more. He can't get them players anymore because he was doing NIL. He
he
wanted
was
them guys that was doing NIL. He was giving you a car and
mhm.
an apartment, and y'all was and that was it. You know what I mean? And sliding mama a couple thousand a month to pay them bills. That was struggle, but back then that's when the players was struggling. Shoot, now
Yep.
these players all they parents is it's NFL and NBA basketball players and all this other type stuff now. It's like, shoot, they just want to get the money for themselves.
Right. Right.
Shoot, man. You know how many juniors in the NBA right now?
A lot. A whole lot.
Yeah, man. Juniors or somebody daddy was a 14-year NBA vet in the 90s. I'm like, what? I'm like, hold on, what? This is his son? Like, I was watching the Jailblazers thing, and I'm like, Sabonis' dad is in this joint. Like,
Yes.
that man is in the league. His dad is in his joint.
That was a really good documentary.
It was.
I was really surprised by that. I didn't know a lot of that was happening because, again, we on the East Coast, so we ain't privy to a lot of the information that they were doing that time for them from the West. So
Yeah,
I thought it was a pretty good documentary.
yeah. I
What's
thought
it
it was too.
on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, man. It's really good, man.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that one out.
All I know is everybody that lead the Wizards, man, they go and have success somewhere. So I think
That's-
that they keep that moving.
That's any team in the DMV. You can say that for any team in the DMV.
Yeah.
Baseball, hockey, anybody.
Hold
Football.
on now, baseball. Hold on now.
Nah, what's his name? Went over there and what's his name? Golly.
Ain't nobody win. Ain't nobody win.
Nah, he ain't win, but he's still pretty all right though. What's his name?
Oh, Bryce Harper?
Well, him
Soto.
won Soto. Yeah, Soto.
Man, Soto ain't won. He ain't won since
He
he
ain't
left.
win.
Man.
He been looking good though.
He on the worst team in baseball now, but we ain't gonna go there. He on the worst team in baseball right now, man. He in the worst team in baseball right now, man. So, that's my sport because I gotta stay active in the summer. I love going to baseball. I love watching baseball and going to get baseball games. Bro, baseball cool, but they terrible. But we just whooped them in the series, man.
Well, Roddy putting the messages. Dean Smith didn't pay the players.
I think Dean Smith was playing players, but I don't know, man. I can't confirm nor deny. Look, man, I think Dean Smith. I think back then, though, I thought that Dean Smith, like, he actually cared for these dudes, like as a player, because you hear the stories all the time about how he's sitting on their mama couch and all this other stuff, and I'm sure it might have been a brown paper bag over there with a couple of dollars in there, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, look, man, I think that's just the game, man. Like AD was saying, like he was getting these, what's that dude? It's a guy's name. It's one of these guys' name. He's a sneaker guy. He was getting all the players, man.
Sonny Vaccaro?
Sonny. Yeah, he was getting all the players to commit to them schools, man. Like it was crazy.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, so it could have been, my boy Dean could have been doing that.
Because I think Rasheed Wallace, Carolina wasn't his first choice, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, Georgetown was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Because it was known as a big man school, and he wanted. I'm thankful that he went to Carolina. Don't get me wrong, but I could only imagine what John Thompson could have done with Rasheed Wallace, though. I mean,
Yep.
that could have been another long lineage of centers that came through Georgetown.
And mind you, I believe he went the year before AI got there.
Right.
I want to say the year before AI got there, or the year after. One of the two. He would have been playing with. Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah.
If he would have stayed at X3, oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I'm saying that thing could have got ugly fast.
Yeah, man. But he said Dean came and stole him. He said Dean came and stole him up there, though. That's what he said. They got I seen the story on YouTube. He tell that story all the time. Since the Jailblazers thing, he been doing a lot of interviews.
Well, speaking of big men, let me go to Rodney's last question here. Speaking of big men and all that, who is the greatest wrestler of all time?
Wrestler like all time?
WWF?
He put WWF and NWA in the group chat. Yeah. For me, I gotta say probably Shawn Michaels. If we go on that route. Of course, the biggest guy was The Rock. You smell what he's cooking and all. Yeah, that was everybody know who The Rock is. Even people who don't watch wrestling know who The Rock is. But I gotta
That's
go with
true.
Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels, to me, he could have wrestled a broomstick and he would have had a 5-star match, man.
Look, man, Shawn Michaels used to be the man, boy. Yeah, that sweet chin music, boy.
And don't hit him with that DX chant, man. I got in
Oh
trouble in
yeah,
school.
boy. I used to get in trouble. We used to get in trouble in school for that, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was a time,
When
boy.
I used to try to hit a Stone Cold Stunner on a couple of my friends
See,
in the rock bottom,
I
man.
think that's the biggest. I think he one of the biggest wrestlers in my opinion. Like his
Who?
impact and his time span, like Stone Cold's prime, bro. Like
Mm.
it might be a top tier. It might be top tier, man. Like Stone Cold. Everybody wanted to be Stone Cold, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be Stone Cold, bruh. For me, it's Stone Cold. I don't know about everybody else, but I remember like the beard, just the he the only one beating up the commission. I'm like, bruh, beating up his boss, man. Like, like my dad getting fired if I beat up my boss, man.
But you know what? That's how we felt though back then. You know, well, we was kids then, but you know, growing up now and you get your own boss, that's how you feel. Sometimes you're like, man, I wish I could.
Bruh, but he the only one bold enough to do it though. Now, you know what I'm saying? He was doing. They made a whole storyline, and then he started beating up the boss' son. So it's like, oh my god! He started beating up the boss' son. Oh, you get a 2 for 1, man. Beating up the boss' son. That you know how somebody might get the nepo baby that get the position in the company. He ain't did no real work, but
Right.
that's daddy's son. That's
Yeah.
everybody's dream too. They like, look, he bossing me around. He ain't even put in the work around here. He getting matches and Shane-O-Matic and all this other stuff, man. But look, I got to beat up the son too. You get to smoke as well. Like, like man, and it's just the thing, like, I feel like it's like they say Rock the bit. There's no Rock without Stone Cold. There's no Stone Cold without Rock, bro. Like, it's just like they go hand in hand. Like, their story was just so good for the Attitude Era, man.
Well, let me switch up the question real quick there, J Dot. Give me your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers then. Give me your top 4.
Top 4. All right, top 4, right? So Stone Cold is one.
Okay.
Stone Cold. It's not in no particular order. So you
Okay.
got Stone. So you say Stone. I like Stone Cold. I like Triple H. I like Shawn.
Yeah, Triple H is nice.
Yeah.
And I went on a 2-week vacation.
Oh, that's Rodney.
I came back. He was ready.
It was triple. What I say? Triple H, Shawn, Stone Cold, and if I got one more, just because like he been doing it a long time, and I feel like he funny, like, and it's the Undertaker. I mean, not him. Not if I was gonna add a 5, it'd be I forgot. It's the Undertaker. That's 4.
Undertaker. Yeah, I almost forgot
That
about
is like that's 4 for me. The Undertaker is the man to me, bro. Like, don't matter what era Undertaker. If he riding the motorcycle, the Harley, or he the dead man, like that's the man.
He used to scare me too, man. Him and Kane back in the day. Oh
Man,
my
the Brothers of Destruction, man. Them Brothers of Destruction was it, man. From Death Valley.
And then I had to Google. I was like, Death Valley.
I was like, yeah, that's a real place.
Go ahead, AD. How about you, man? What's your top? Give me your Mount
See,
Rushmore.
I'm like way back in the 80s. Like,
Okay.
so I like mine was like Randy Macho Man, Randy Savage,
Oh
He
yeah,
was
my
nice.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Sting,
yeah.
not Sting. Ultimate Warrior was another one.
Oh yeah.
He
Pretty
couldn't
Boy
wrestle though,
Rick.
man. He couldn't wrestle. He couldn't wrestle.
Listen, brother, you asked me mine. It
Okay,
was
go
all
ahead.
about the performance and Showtime with Ric Flair. But you know what I'm saying? The performance with Flair, that's why I liked him, because like he made it cool to be like boisterous and like I don't care what nobody say, I'm gonna do my own thing no matter what. And so that's why I always really cared for Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
And Ultimate Warrior, and then The Rock later. And that was only because like I didn't at a certain point I just stopped watching it, but I was catching it from time to time. And I used to always, because I remember because The Rock was with a group first. I can't even think of the name of that group he was with.
It was a little African group, right?
Yeah, he was with them first.
Nation of Domination.
Nation of Domination.
Okay.
Yep,
So
yeah.
I remember him from that, and then I was like, one day I seen him by himself. I was like, wait, that's because I forgot what his name was in that group, but I think he changed his name to The Rock. So at some point he changed it, and I was like, oh wow. And I would catch his matches from time to time, but 80s, that was like my years of wrestling, and then like the late 90s, like early 80s, early 90s rather than the 90s, late 90s. That's when I really wasn't watching it like that. I stopped watching it.
Yes. Same here. I had started watching it around like 2012. But I started getting back, like trying to watch it consistently. But I sometimes you just can't catch it, man. It's like you fall behind in wrestling, man. It's gonna be a lot for you to catch up because the storylines always change, man. So it's just like, oh man, you in the middle of the thing, you like, what's going on? What's going on? Like, he got smoke with him. I don't even know why.
Right.
Years ago, he did A Friend of Mine and all this. And you looking around like, oh snap! Yeah, I know, TJ. You be watching wrestling. You be watching it.
I still watch it, man.
You still watching? Yeah, man. It's definitely changed.
It has changed. It has, and it, it's changed. But my Mount Rushmore really quick is, depending on y'all probably gonna get me on this, but I gotta give it to Hulk Hogan. Without him, he kind of took it to a whole nother level. He made Mr. T and all that back in the day. Second guy, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
third guy, I gotta give it to. I probably gotta give it to Kurt Angle. I don't know. Kurt Angle was nice.
He was nice. He was a wrestler too.
He was a wrestler.
He was like a real wrestler. Yeah. Him and Sheldon Benjamin. I remember Sheldon Benjamin.
Yeah, he was nice. And then my fourth guy, I gotta probably give it to John Cena.
He might be the GOAT.
Yeah, he might be the GOAT. Yeah,
he might be the GOAT.
Yeah, that's like 20-something years or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Shoot, I looked on that thing, he still was winning championships. I was like, dang, bro, John Cena still winning championships? Like,
yeah.
They can't dethrone this dude, man. It was sad he lost his last match though here in DC.
Yeah, I went to that too. I was at DC.
Yeah, they told me you went. Yeah.
Man, that thing was
Them tickets was outrageous, boy. I was looking at them joints like my homeboy took his 4 boys and him and his girl, bro. I was like, what? I said he took the whole family. It was so expensive, bro. I was like, shoot, I ain't even want to pay for one ticket.
Man, so Cat, I said we eat before we go. We ain't paying. I don't even want a water. I said get your water before we go.
Get your water first. Look, man, I was like, man, but wrestling was. I remember like. It's become real big, man. Like WrestleMania, 2-3 days. I'm like, bro, I remember WrestleMania was one night. That's it. That's it. One night. That's 2-3 days.
It was in a regular arena too. Wasn't in the football field.
Man. Like I was like, look how much this thing has grown, man. Like I remember at one point, like y'all watching wrestling and that, but like, bro, like it's really like out there right now, man.
It is.
It's like a sports because it's all on ESPN. Like they you see stuff on ESPN, such and such is defeated at wrestling. Like ESPN doing that, so it's official now.
Didn't something just happen to Vince McMahon though?
Yeah, they got rid of him. He sold it, right? He sold it to WWE.
To the TKO, I think because they TKO they own the UFC too.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, because now they on Netflix. They used to be on USA. Raw used to be on like USA, yeah, but now it's on Netflix.
It was on Peacock, I think, too,
Yeah, Peacock, because Peacock had all the old episodes. I would go back and watch the Attitude Era. Like, you go the random, you go still watch like all like WCW and all that stuff. I was like, man.
That's where you need to go with your top 4 right there from the WCW.
Man.
We can do that. Y'all want to do that list too? Hey, WCW.
Sting was the man on WCW, man.
He had the look, man. Yeah.
Sting was like that before he got all dark and all that stuff. I'm like, dang, who is this Sting?
You had Goldberg too, man. You know.
Oh my goodness, Goldberg was an animal, man.
Yeah.
Who else was there? Was NWA there? Was they WCW?
Well, that was when Hulk Hogan turned bad, right?
Right, yeah. Was they was WCW? Because I think
so. Yeah,
that's what happened. Yeah, because all them guys left the WWF.
Yeah,
Right, to go to WCW, and that's when they had the war or whatever it was, and then NWA was taking over, like, and then when WCW started to go down, that's when all of them guys from, because like most of the dudes that's on NWO, they was on DX.
Yeah.
Majority.
Yeah.
Like Razor Ramon and all them stuff, and Scott Hall and all them, like I like that little era of wrestling, early 2000s, and I'm not even that old, but I like that. I used to watch it. My dad used to watch it all the time. Like my dad used to watch them. My cousins used to watch. Like I could not watch wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it was everywhere. Roddy, you on, man? If he's, I don't think he on.
Because it was like you would watch it on Saturday nights, stay up late, and then go perform the moves on somebody come Monday.
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak on right quick.
Oh, okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Give us your top 4 wrestlers, Rodney. I know we catch you off guard.
I heard all. I think I heard some of them, but I didn't hear it. And I don't know if I heard. I didn't hear the Nature Boy. Y'all can't say wrestling without saying Ric Flair. Woo! You know,
Nature Boy, man.
The Nature Boy. But one of my favorites is Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes was I don't care what nobody say. That's a black man. Dusty Rhodes was a brother. Dusty Rhodes is one of my favorites, man. He used to do the elbow, and he used to line up 4 people and hit them all in a row, east, west, north, south. Man, Dusty Rhodes. So I'll say Nature Boy, Ric Flair. I used to love. So he's not one of my favorites, but I used to like the black characters too. Coco Beware and Junkyard Dog. That's this honorable mention.
Junkyard Dog, man.
Yeah, but Jimmy Superfly, when he used to get on that top rope, it used to be an artwork of beauty. He used to come off that top rope, man. But I would say definitely you gotta say Dusty Rhodes, Nature Boy. Can I say Sting? Sting was good, but I'll say Hulk Hogan definitely.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan definitely. Hulk Hogan, Nature Boy, Sting, and one of my favorite was Nikita Koloff. That Russian sickle, man. That's was vicious, man. Yep. Nikita Koloff, one of my favorites. So. Yeah, it's funny because you talk about WCW, how the NWO took over, and how Sting is underrated too. In my opinion, I think Sting was better than Chuck. They had a good record against him too. So, but I
think that they kind of did Sting dirty because he was with WCW. Like when he went to the WWF, he was such a pull over there. And then when he went to Raw, like they made him like terrible character, man. Like they gave him no story for real. Like they phased my man out. I was like, dang. And I think that was just like, you was our competition. We'll show you if you mess with us again. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was sad.
Right.
See.
Yeah,
but that's fun. But wrestling was fun. But when I found out it was fake, it hurt my feelings.
Bro, man, you boy,
man, it's still real to me.
Say that.
It's scripted. There you go. Thank you, AD. It's scripted.
Bro, when I found that out, bro, I was distraught, bro. I was like, the game not even the same no more, man. The game not the same, and I'm looking at the players funny, man. Good God, man.
But you know what? I look at it like a movie. Because at the end of the day, the Avengers gonna beat the villain, right?
Right.
Just
Right.
how did we get there? That's it's awful. We ain't no Iron Man out here, ain't no Thor, ain't no Hulk.
That's true. That's
He
true.
just
Now,
watching.
I'm not gonna lie though. That stuff I watched Jeff Hardy do, that's real. He
Yeah.
real stupid. Like he real out of his mind. Like when he do cause it's a couple of things where it's just like they said he didn't follow the script. Like that one joint, he got on the top of the ladder and he was supposed to get he was supposed to win the money in the bank joint. He ended
Uh-huh.
up jumping off the joint doing a swanton bomb on somebody and hurting himself. And I'm like, all right, bro, like you love the
That was
game too
real.
much. You don't even care about the championships. You just love the game, bro. And I gotta respect it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wonderful, man.
and
But
when
man,
homeboy lost his ear, that had to be real.
Oh, McFoley,
Yeah,
yeah.
when Mick Foley lost his ear, that was crazy. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's elements where it's like, all right, like it's dangerous, you know what I mean? Cause I don't know how you can fall off of a steel cage and it be like not hurt, like it not hurt.
Yeah. And I mean, Stone Cold broke his neck.
Yeah, he was out there. That's what killed his career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
killed his career, short
Yeah,
his
that's what
career.
killed his career. Yeah, and Bret Hart too. He had all them back issues.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's why he walk now. Yeah,
Yeah, they
Yeah,
put some work in, man. They put some work in there, man.
and some of them boys was juicing up, so they was
Oh yeah.
cutting their life is short. They heart not good. You know what I mean? That's sad, man.
Was it Scott's was it Scott Steiner?
Yeah,
Scott Steiner and his brother, yeah. And that was another thing. The tag teams used to mean something because, like you said, it was Jeff Hardy and who else? Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, no, it's Jeff Hardy. No, I said Ed Hardy.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. Oh man, that's a good one. If they had another brother, they should have did that. They had another brother, it'd be Ed Hardy.
Yeah.
Ed Hardy, Jeff, and Matt Hardy. I would have named it for the love of the game, man.
But that group, man, the Four Horsemen, come by and see the Four Horsemen, man.
Yeah.
Four Horsemen tag thing. They, they were pretty good, man. But it was fun, creative. But like you said, TJ, it's a creative thing. You follow the script, but once I found, once I found out about it, it kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's when but yeah.
But you know what's crazy? Like I remember watching wrestling. They never really had like the women's division, like they really had fairly had any. Now they got like a whole. They basically got enough for them to have a whole show of their own.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember it. They used to have the Women's of Glow. I believe it was Women's of Glow Wrestling. Big Mama.
That was like
it was
the late 90s, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Women's of Glow, I think. Yeah, wrestling, something glory, something like that. Women's of Glow, something like that. And one of the main characters was Big Mama. She supposed to have been like Andre the Giant with red hair. Y'all remember? You probably not remember. You gonna have to Google it, look it up.
Yeah, I gotta do my Googles, man.
But yeah,
y'all girl right now, Jade. What's her name? Jade, the black lady. What is her name?
She look like a superhero. Cargill, yeah.
Cargill, yeah.
I don't know how good she is, but I know she everywhere. So,
man, it's a lot more. Yeah, and I see a lot more. People, black people wrestling. You know what I mean? Before you didn't really see as many. Like you seen a few. You know what I mean? You got your stars like Booker T, and there was like Kofi Kingston when I was watching, and MVP and all them. You know what I mean? But now it's like, okay, like I see them they getting a lot more black wrestlers. You know what I mean? There's a guy around here, like he wrestling like a secondary like wrestling league, but he's supposedly supposed to be getting a contract with the WWE soon. Like he's on their radar like heavy. It's between them and that AEW, I guess. Like they having some bidding war for him. But he won some title or whatever, and he's like now he like one of their biggest prospects or something like that. Yeah, Yeah,
Oh, wow.
he a black guy, so I was like, okay.
But you know, Jade too. I think she married to what's his name? He used to play for the Reds, Brandon Phillips.
Oh yeah.
That's probably why you see her everywhere too, because her husband too. Yeah.
Yeah, her husband. Yeah, you're right.
He's got to the Hall of Fame too, I think, or not not the MLB, but I think the Reds Hall of Fame. Or something.
Reds Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But all right, y'all. I think apparently AD coming off the bench tonight, so that's gonna be Shannon starting for him apparently. So he's gonna be on the minutes restriction. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So real quick before we end the show, who we got tonight? Minnesota or the Spurs for game 1?
So I got this Minnesota winning. I'm not gonna lie.
You got Minnesota winning tonight?
Yeah, I'm just biased, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm biased. Like AD and them can't do no wrong with me, man. If McDaniels come out and ball, like I think that's the biggest thing. Like with AE being out, does that help them young guys? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get off. Do it help them, or is it going to hurt them? I don't know. Like, I feel like that helped them without them playing what they started. Kind of helped them last series. Even though
it's not going to happen this time.
Nobody, huh?
It's not going to happen. A lot of fumes over there where you at, brother.
I don't know, man. Ronnie, you picked the Nuggets last series, didn't you?
I did not.
Oh man. And FYI, just an update. Joel Embiid is hurt again.
I knew it. I knew it.
He is holding his midsection, and he is hurt again.
I knew it.
Man, he's got to go back there and take a boo-boo. He'll be back.
Man, he got hit on a pick. Like, he got crushed on a pick.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Why couldn't that happen the game prior?
He was faking that injury, right? He said.
But they getting crushed, though. That's the whole thing, though. They losing by like 15.
That's because Philly don't play any defense for real.
Oh my goodness, Brunson just gave it to Embiid. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, Embiid need to get off that flow, man. You looking crazy.
I'm so pissed off right now.
You got a title, brother. It's all good.
Listen. So I've been robbed for 2 years in a row. Well, actually, 3 years in a row. 3, not in a row, but 4 in total. No, 3. Because when you went to the championship in 22, lost to Golden State. Down 4-3 to Miami, lost that series.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Then one came back and won the championship. Then last year Tatum gets hurt. So it was like, out of everything that's been happening to them lately, I thought this would, especially after Tatum came back and he wasn't supposed to. But I just think that Mazzulla and him putting that roster together for Game 7, I think he was ready to call it quits.
Yeah.
Once he figured Tatum wasn't playing, because there's no way you put 3 deep bench players in that game. Like, it didn't make sense. So I was like, okay, he was ready to call it quits once Tatum wasn't playing.
And you know what was so weird about that game too? Like, I felt like Boston was just settling for threes, bro. Like, just shooting a bunch of threes. I'm like, golly, is somebody gonna go to like the rim? Like, at least try.
No, sir. I've been watching this team for deeply watching them for the last 4 to 5 years, and the way that they shoot the ball is the way they're gonna shoot it. And unfortunately, they're gonna keep shooting. They're not gonna stop shooting threes. Because at some point, as a coach, we'd be like, yo, can somebody go to the hole? But no. So you live with it, you gotta die with it, unfortunately. So
Aiden, who you have tonight, man?
Boston is number 1, man. They number 1 in the championships. You see, you got that. You still got that.
That ain't gonna hold up too much longer, depending on what happened with the Lakers. I got the Spurs tonight.
Okay.
Actually, I got the Spurs for the series too. So
I agree, Spurs too. Hey, AD, I want to say if y'all would have had Holiday and Smart, you wouldn't have lost.
I don't want to talk about it.
Nah, if they had Holiday, they definitely would have won that series.
We definitely winning that
They
series with
was
Holiday.
he was
Yeah.
locked. He been locking Maxie up. Maxie has been lost out that joint.
Yeah.
I don't know. Moxie's tough though, man.
He is, but Holiday, man, I'm telling you, boy, like
That
he's one of
defense-
them guys, man.
Yeah.
I seen him defend somebody backwards.
He got that old school defense. I'm telling you, that's why I like Drew Holiday. And I was so pissed off we got rid of him. I'd rather us get rid of Horford and Porzingis to keep Holiday, but it just wasn't gonna happen because it was just way too much money. So
Money, yeah, the money. Yeah, bro, y'all got. Look, I guess I'm the lone short. Who you got, TJ?
I feel you on AD. He's my favorite newbie player, but yeah, I don't think anybody beating the Spurs this year.
Look, man, I'm
Not
telling you,
a healthy Spurs.
shock the world, baby. When they healthy, you know, my boy be having some troubles over there, man.
He is.
but
Concussions and
they did just shock the world though, because how many people picked them to beat the Nuggets?
shoot, yeah, Rodney did.
Ooh, I did not
Rodney-
remember that. But
Rodney,
you know
I
what?
think
We're gonna go back to the tape
we
and
can
look
go
at
back to the tapes. We gotta roll the tapes together, man. Because I said from the beginning, I said them boys before McDaniel said, I said, bro, them boys couldn't guard my dog out there.
it. Right.
Shoot, they couldn't guard their bud. Nuggets ain't had no they ain't played no defense since Malone left, man. Oh man, this Brunson getting off, man. He just got he scored like 11 straight.
I'm not surprised.
And Maxie getting off too now. But,
That's why I said I thought them two would cancel each other out, but I thought the X factor was gonna be Paul George because they don't really have an answer for Paul George.
yeah. But I guess what helps though is that they got like Josh Hart defending them. You know what I mean? Like he a little scrappy defender. You know what I mean? He may not be like the best, but he going to defend.
Right.
You know? So, but yeah, who y'all got in this series right here?
I'm gonna go with you said Embiid's hurt.
Well, he playing now. But
I'm gonna go with Philly. I'm gonna go with Philly.
Okay.
I did say it that day. I said Philadelphia 76ers.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got TJ.
I'm going with the Knicks.
Yes, sir. Who you got, AD?
I think I'm gonna go with the Knicks too. As bad as I don't want to do that, I don't know. I just because I don't have any faith in Embiid because he truly can change the game. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why. But I just like you said, he already got hurt, so I'm sure he's gonna get hurt again before the series is out. So that's what I'm going with.
You know he's gonna have a little incentive with Cat out there. So you know, I think that's gonna be the matchup right there. But they got to find some. You can't slow Bronson down because he's so fundamentally sound. Do the same thing, pump fake, go to the free throw line. So,
Well, you can slow him down. It's hard. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just
right.
you just gotta have a like if you throw like if Paul George was healthy, like I don't know what his health looks like. I would put Paul George on Brunson every play.
Mm-hmm.
Like Brunson has trouble with size. So it's like if you don't got a defender that's a fluid moving defender and he ain't got no size, like right now they got Paul George on Brunson right now, like with like 20 seconds left, right? Like I'm sure that the Knicks is gonna get him off him. Like I can see a screen right now. They getting him off him, getting Maxey on. Like they're gonna but what they gotta do is like I guess they gotta just find a way for him to not get. Oh my goodness, Brunson, good God. Hey Rodney, brother. This brother got 30 in the first half, man.
Yeah, he gonna get cold in the fourth, so it don't matter.
Hey, bro, they got 74 points in the first half, man.
What score?
74-51.
Oh, okay, they might take game one. It's okay.
Rodney's the Lone Ranger.
That's all good. That's all good. You hear it here. Hey, but look, AD, I do want to ask you a question about a rookie coming in. I mean, well, not rookie, but freshman class. Carlos Boozer. How do you think his game is going to translate to the NBA? And I'm going to wrap it up with that one.
I like this question.
You see this can here?
Yeah.
That's him.
He
That's I
recycled.
never, I never liked this game at all. I just think he's one of those players.
I like this brother, man. Hey, Rodney, keep having the ball, man. You sound like me, man.
Yeah, I'm good. Like I don't like a non-athletic big that don't really have like post moves per se.
Yeah.
He's just a big dude, and he's bigger than everybody else, so he can kind of bully most people. But I don't know how that's going to transition. Depending on where he goes, how's it going to help him in the league?
Yeah.
So,
Like at least his dad could shoot.
He's his dad without a jumper. That's what I always say. Yeah.
Okay, good question. I just wanted to know. But yeah, man, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you, brother. And you know you can welcome to come on anytime. You know we're gonna do this every Monday. We're gonna be consistent. And TJ, thank you for taking the lead. J Dot, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And we're gonna wrap it up.
Man.
Yep.
I appreciate it, fellas. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. Come on, keep coming, man. Keep coming on, man.
Yeah.
We love the guests. We love the people that come on consistently, man. Like it's all we just having a good time, man.
Yeah, that's it.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Rodney, for putting this thing together, man.
Hey man, we all in it together, man.
Yeah, man.
Platform. We just want to have fun, talk about sports, and get a reality break, because life is life, So yep. I appreciate y'all.
No problem, man. Appreciate you.
All right, I'm gonna stop this recording. All right, good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. This is recording.